Good morning, students. Welcome in this class. This is class 7, subject Social Science, and it is the History Chapter 1, Tracing Changes Through 1,000 Years. It is the fifth lecture of this chapter, and in today's lecture, the chapter will be summarized. So, in today's lecture, the topics which will be recalled are like these. First is there new and old terminologies, historians and their sources, new social and political groups, religions, empire, old and new religions, thinking about time and historical periods. So students, let's start today's discussion. Yes, our first topic, new and old terminologies. Historical records are available in different languages, and we find in different records which are written in different languages that the different meaning of the words which were used in these records and different meanings, like it said that means differences are also traced in the use of grammar, vocabulary, and the changes in meaning also occurred over time. This is there means with the passage of time, the meaning and the means you can say interpretations of the language also got changed with the passage of time. This is there, and for that one example is given about the Hindustan term. Yes, this term was first used, means first time it was used by Minhaj Shiraz, but Minhaj Shiraz used this term in political sense. It means that he used this term for the areas of Punjab, Haryana, and the land lying between Gange and Yamuna river. But means the meaning of the term Hindustan have eventually changed over the past century. Like today the term Hindustan is referred for India. Yes or no means it is used for the whole nation. But during the 13th century means when Minhaj Shiraz used this, he used in a political sense and means just for the land that belonged to the Delhi Sultanate. This was there. Yes students. And now second word is there, that is foreigner. Yes, the word foreigner today means according to the medieval period, any stranger who did not belong to a certain society or culture and was not a part of that particular village was regarded as foreigner. Means for example, a city dwellers means the people living in cities therefore might have regarded a forest dwellers as a foreigner. But if we two persons are belonging to the same village, they are not foreigner in spite of their different religious or caste background. Actually means the person who is living in the cities, they might have that considered or regarding as a stranger for the people those who were living in forest. But the people those who were living in the same village, whether they followed different religion or belong to the different caste or background, but they were not foreigners. And if we talk about today, means today the foreigner word is used for someone who is not Indian. This is there. Yes. So already have we discussed about this word foreigner. Now second topic is historians and their sources. Yes students, we have a list of sources which give us lot of informations about this medieval periods, like coins, inscription, architecture and textual records. Means they are the basic sources used by the historians to study the past. Like coins help us to understand the economic condition of a king. They were usually issued by the ruler of a kingdom. They help us to ascertain the territorial extent and the reasons of the ruler. In the same way, inscriptions are a significant source of information about India's past. They are written records which are engraved on the stones, pillars, and they provide us names of the rulers, the administration of the kingdoms, and monuments, buildings. They provide information about the period during which they were constructed. So in this way, these sources are very helpful for us. So as we know students that in this time is during medieval period that there were no printing press. So some people were there, those who used to copy down these records or these manuscripts with their hand, and these people were known as scribes. So understood means scribes means the people those who used to copy down manuscripts by their hand. Yes, now new social and political groups. Yes, during this time periods, many new technologies developed, like Persian wheel. It was used in the fields for irrigation purpose, means to supply waters to the field. Spinning wheel was also used in weaving, firearms in combat, means these were the some new technologies which appeared during this time period, means in the time period between 700 to 1750. Yes, now some new foods like potatoes, corn, chilies, teas, coffees, they were also appeared during the medieval period, and it was the time period of economic, political, social, cultural changes and also of great mobility. Actually, beta, this was the time period when there was a great transfer or migrations of the people from one place to another. So that's why due to this migration, that means changes occurred in every aspect of life, whether it is economic, political, social, or culture. Means changes occurred everywhere in every aspect of the life. This is there. Now we will talk about the some new political groups or the peoples which appeared during this time period. Yes, in which many were there, but out of this, like many were there who were Marathas, Sikhs, Jat, Ahoms, Kayas, means they were the many prominent classes of people during this period. And out of these Rajputs, they one of the prominent communities of the warrior class existed between the 8th to 14th centuries, and there were Kshatriyas by caste and included the rulers, chieftains, soldiers and the commanders serving in the armies of different monarchs all over the subcontinent. Actually, during this time, the society was divided into four main class groups. These were Vaishyas, Shudras, and Brahmins. This is there, and in which like Brahmins were the prominent class due to their knowledge about Sanskrit, and the Kshatriyas were the class those who belong to the means those who were soldiers belong to the warrior class. This is there. Yes, Maratha, Sikh, Jat, Ahom were the other prominent group, and during this period the jati was further divided into subcaste on the basis of their background and occupations. And in these jatis, some elders were there, those who made some rules and regulations, and the people of the jatis, all the people of these jatis, they had to follow these rules and regulations. Regions and empire. Yes, the subcontinent was divided into several regions and which were ruled by the empires of different dynasties. Okay, like Chola dynasties was the main important dynasties during these periods. Mughals also. Yes, now about old and new religions. Yes, during this period, many old religions were existed and some new religions were also appeared. The old religion Hinduism was there, and in Hinduism also many changes occurred. Like during this time period, the followers of the Hinduism, they started to follow the worship of new god and goddess. Means they were started to worship of new deities, and now many new temples were also constructed by the royal peoples. And the main important significant development of this period was the rise of idea of bhakti. Actually, what was there? It was a very simple path, you can say way of devotions. In this way, the people that they could follow this path of devotions without the help of Brahmins. So that's why it was very simple path of devotion. But before it, the people needed the help of Brahmins to perform many rituals, sacrifices like yajnas, and it was a very complex way. So, but this was very simple way, that was idea of bhakti. And new religion, that was Quran, was also appeared during medieval period. As we know, the medieval period, the time period when Muslims ruled over India. So with the arrival of this Muslim community, means they brought their religion also with them, and that was Islam. And Islam was also divided into two groups, that was Shias and Sunni Muslims. Now thinking about time and historical periods. Actually, students, what is there? Time is not just passing of hours, days, or years for historians. Means instead, it is the reflection of social, economic, cultural and religious changes that occur through the ages. So that's why his to is make it easy to study the history. Historians divided our past into periods, and first division was done by the British historian, and he divided the Indian history into three periods: Hindus, Muslim and British. Actually, this division was not accepted in the society because this division was based on the religions of the rulers, and it ignored the like historical or the developments which occurred in the society during this time period. And the other historians who divided the history into three periods, that is ancient, medieval and modern. In ancient history, like you have studied in your 6th standard about the early man and different societies, civilization, Harappan civilization, Indus Valley civilizations. Medieval period, now you will study in your 7th standard about the medieval period, the time period when Muslim came in India, and means there is a great migrations of the people from place to place, and due to this many changes occurred, developments occurred in the society in every field, economic, social, and this is there. And modern period, the time period when Britishers ruled over India. And about this period, means modern period, you will study in your next standard in 8th class. This is there. So students, in this way our chapter is completed, and now the homework is there. For that you have to solve the assignment, and for the assignment, Miss, you will get this assignment on AdQuark in your homework column. Miss, check your homework tomorrow and get the assignment to solve. Now we will discuss about the solutions of lecture 4. In lecture 4, some questions were given to you to write answer or to solve, in which first is there: how do historians divide the past into periods? Do they face any problem in doing so? Yes. Historians divided the past into periods on the economic and social factors which characterized them. In doing so, they are faced with two problems. First, economic and social changing keep taking place. Hence, definite boundaries cannot be drawn. Second, these periods are compared with modernity, and modernity gives a sense of progress. And this implies that there were no progress before, which is not true. What changes took place during 700 AD to 1700 50 AD? During thousands years, many technologies like Persian wheel in irrigation, spinning wheel in weaving, firearms in combat, they made their appearance during this time period. And some new foods like and beverages also, like potatoes, corn, chilies, tea and coffee, also arrived in the subcontinent during medieval period. Why did Brahman dominate in the society during this period? Yes, students, I told you about the four classes: Brahmans, Vaishyas, Kshatriyas, Shudras, and in which Brahmans were considered you can say, they had an important place in the society. This class was dominant. And what was the reason behind it? Their knowledge about Sanskrit. Means Brahman were the only class of people who were proficient, who had the knowledge of Sanskrit and who were proficient in Sanskrit language. So this was the reason that made them prominent. What were some of the religious development during this period? In Hinduism, just I told you that people started to worship new deities. New temples were constructed by royal people. The idea of bhakti was also merged. That was a very simple path of devotion. New religion like Islam was appeared during this period. So these were some religious changes which occurred during the medieval period. Okay, yes, in this way our chapter is completed. Thank you.